And this ain't financial advice. What is the next $1 trillion cryptocurrency? Will it be Ethereum? Will it be Cardano? Will it be Solana? Will it be XRP, or will it be Dogecoin? So check this out. Right now, we have historic news today. Once again, Bitcoin has broken the $1 trillion market cap. That's no bag of bananas, people. That is serious moolah. And I think there's a lot of positive stuff coming out on the mainstream media that's pushing the institutions towards buying into the crypto game. Now, Bitcoin, as we well know, is a proof of work system, meaning it's run with dedicated hardware systems. So take a look at this. I want to show you this very interesting chart. One of my favorite sites, Coin98 Analytics on Twitter. Definitely follow them, and definitely follow Yacht Wallace if you get a chance on Twitter. Microsoft took 44 years to become a $1 trillion currency. Apple took 42 years. Amazon took 24. Google took 21. And Bitcoin took only 12 years to become a $1 trillion currency. So what does that mean? Well, my next question is, what's the next one? Can someone do it in 8 years? Can someone do it in less time than Bitcoin? Is this an emergent industry that will change the world? Well, if you follow the channel, you certainly would know that. Please like and subscribe to help promote more videos like this, to hit the net, to educate people on crypto, because we all know crypto is not going to go anywhere without further education of new people. So if we take a look at this, we got 12 years, we got 21. It's a milestone, folks, and it's huge. It broke the major resistance. How much farther can we go? Bitcoin back over 50K. Now, this person writes this article giving all of the reasons why it could go to 100K. I personally think Bitcoin could definitely hit 100K in this cycle. It just seems to make sense. Bitcoin is beyond a household name, okay? Yesterday, we covered 6 new billionaires on the Forbes 400 list that all became rich largely through Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And my question for you is, what's the next $1 trillion currency? I mean, I think the big contenders out there, if you look at it, they're going to be these three, okay? Obviously, you're going to say, hey, definitely Ethereum. Ethereum would have to do a 2.5x. We're looking at around a $10,000 Ethereum to hit that $1 trillion market cap, okay? You're talking about a $32 Cardano, okay? So you're looking at about a 12x from there, roughly a little over a 12x. I don't think Binance Coin's going to be one to do it. I just think they're too centralized. This is decentralized as hell. This is decentralized as hell. This is the most decentralized cryptocurrency on planet Earth with smart contract capability. And then we got XRP. Now that's a contender too. The XRP army is nothing to play around with. I don't see Doge hitting a $1 trillion. I mean, good Lord. Honestly, if Doge goes to $1 trillion before Cardano, I'm out. I'm just out. Okay. That's just like, wow, the misinformation is huge. Solana, I don't know. Solana's still in beta. And you know what? Somebody was asking me the other day, they were like, why is everyone saying Solana is centralized? Why is everyone saying Solana is centralized? And I found this little post on Reddit, and I think this guy did a pretty decent job of pointing out some interesting things, which I'll read to you now. Maybe a misnomer, but I think of it being centralized in the sense of still relying quite heavily on a single group, the Solana Foundation, run by the original owners, to keep it going. It's not out of beta yet because it still does not support at least one absolutely critical feature, slashing. And if we all well know, slashing is actually when if the pools are run incorrectly, your delegators and you can lose your crypto. Not a fun feature. That is not not a feature of the Cardano proof of stake network. And without the support of the founders bringing out new software and slowly coaxing the network to life, it would not be self-sustaining, in my opinion. There is a chance that it's already self-sustaining because enough validators may stick around indefinitely to keep it working. But without slashing and some other features, it's in a very precarious position. Slashing is what is supposed to keep validators honest. Right now, there is nothing keeping them honest. Oh, that's very interesting. Well, honestly, the part of the validators, a validator could violate the rules and nothing bad would happen. And that's where slashing is sort of like their own self-governing system, where if you slash, you get slashed. Or if you lie, cheat, and steal, you're going to get slashed. Except that, and also, by the way, to run a node on Solana, it's very, very expensive. I broke it down in a previous video. Except that, I think that it's probably likely that the foundation would have some way to manually slash a bad actor via software release. But that's not centralized. That's not centralized. How do we know that's equal? Okay. This is a way in which it is currently centralized. Exactly. Because they're making the decision and the network isn't making the decision. That way, if your best friend does something horribly wrong, they probably give them a slap on the wrist. When if it's somebody you don't know, they're like, burr. So this is the way that it's currently centralized. All of the algorithms and processes that are supposed to be built into Solana to make it secure and complete are not yet there. Remember, it's still in beta, guys and gals and whatever you identify as. And everyone is depending on one central entity to bring those things online. In that sense, it is controlled by that entity, and thus centralization is in fashion. However, once all these features are in place, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be considered a decentralized network. And like many other, and look, this isn't supposed to be Solana FUD. It's just supposed to be informative stuff about the Solana protocol, okay? And I'm going to go over some Ethereum stuff. It's not Ethereum FUD, okay? Cardano has its own issues that we're going to have to work with, okay? It may take 2 years, I was reading today, to get a solid amount of dApps on Cardano. But you have to also look and say, hey, like, what are the other options here if we're trying to find the #1 smart contract platform? These things are going to evolve because you can say, okay, well, Ethereum has the best stuff going on it. But if we look at Ethereum right here and we say, hey, let's review a swap right here. How much would that cost me right now to swap one Ethereum when the price is sky high? Okay, I want to buy some combo tokens. I lost a pretty penny on combo earlier this year. There goes $5,000. Ching, out the door. Okay, so this is saying that this is going to cost me $232 with a max fee of $1,300. Okay, so we don't have a working product on any of these things yet. I mean, this is a dream, guys. We are living in a dream, and we are hoping and praying for one of these things to be good, but they're all going to have their issues. This is not going to be the easy road to Oz. It's just not. There is still power of the software authors, but maybe someday there will be an alternate implementation of validators, and at that point there won't even be a single entity controlling the software that the network runs on. So Solana has work to do. Ethereum has work to do, and for us as investors, we're speculating on who's the closest to the decentralization, the security, and the scalability. Okay, with those three things. And right now, Cardano looks like it's the closest. Okay, obviously making a trade on Ethereum from the little example I showed you is not something like everyone is going to do. You're not going to accidentally pay $1,300 on a $3,500 trade. That's a 33% loss right off the rip. So then you have to stay in the position if that's a possibility. You're not going to pay like a 9% fee. So you start 9% down. No, you're not going to do that. Okay, so if we look at Ethereum, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Now, there's a lot of stuff. Is that this is a very interesting article. Is what they said now this I found super interesting in this article. They said that the value of Ethereum is largely, and I would have an argument to this argument, is largely determined by the cost that it takes to mine the coin. Now, I understand what they're saying. They're basically saying that, hey, if the miner is outlaying $3,500, that's what they're to produce the coin. That's what they're going to sell it to the broker for. But they're saying that is what determines the value of the coin, when I would disagree and say the value is actually created by the decentralization and the ecosystem that is actually built around Ethereum. Okay, yeah, I understand how that dictates the cost, but I also feel like we've like gone past, maybe that's what initially set the cost. But I think that when you see the valuation and you see the level of decentralization and what that can offer, the cost in my mind may be even more potentially high than even what they're selling it for, because I could totally see Ethereum, easily seeing Ethereum, even this cycle, go to $10,000. With a $400 billion market cap, why couldn't ETH go to 10,000 and hit the 1 trillion? Okay, they could probably do that with a broken product. Folks, if you have a chance, come hit me on Yacht Wallace. And also, if you're looking for the best place to stake your crypto, oh, boom, shout out, a new fancy, smart delegate with 52 ADA coming in hot. We got 27,723,000 staked in the nerd pool. Delegate to our pool. We'll give you the shout out. We're trying to break 60 million for the George Washington Challenge. We have 662 fancy, smart, sophisticated delegates. So we got Bitcoin trying to go to break new all-time highs. It's a $1 trillion currency that took 12 years to build. Okay. Then we have Ethereum. And this kind of discusses all the ways Ethereum could die. And it says here that Ethereum could be the MySpace of cryptocurrencies. Now, I don't want ETH to fail, but coming into the proof of stake is not going to be easy, because look at this. Yesterday, they found a bug that put 100 ETH of users' funds at risk. Not good, okay? And these pool operators, these new pool operators in ETH are trying to find a way to look out for each other's back. And that's what the pool operators in Cardano need to do too. Now, we haven't found any critical bugs in ADA, but with that being said, it doesn't mean that we're immune to problems. As I've showcased, Solana has its problems. As I've showcased, Bitcoin has its problems. As I've showcased, Ethereum has its problems, and Cardano has its problems. There's nothing perfect out there. Cardano is going to take some time to build its ecosystem. It just is what it is. We have smart contract capability, but it's going to take those developers time to build out the ecosystem, okay? It's less than a month in. That's the same thing that's happening with ETH, because they have an ecosystem, but they have an ecosystem of broken stuff. I was talking about a trading card, an NFT trading card game the other day with somebody, and they were saying that the game is defunct now, more or less, because they can't afford to mint NFTs on the network. Brilliant idea. Can't execute it because it's too expensive. So it's like, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to find the happy medium and the best solution to the problem. But I would tell you, Wallace Inc. to you, nobody's found it yet. Nobody's truly solved it yet. Not Cardano, not Solana, not Ethereum, and well, certainly not Bitcoin. But you gotta love Bitcoin. They started it all. Folks, this is my 2 cents on some of the stuff that's going on today. And if I don't see you, I'll see you on the internet. I'm out.
Stake with Nerd